Roei Ganzarski, an electric aviation executive, resigned from the leadership positions of MagniX and aviation. Roei Ganzarski was CEO of MagniX and executive chairman of aviation. Roei Ganzarski, the former Boeing manager who went on to give a boost to all-electric aviation, is leaving his executive posts at Everett, Washington-based MagniX and at Aviation Aircraft, an electric airplane manufacturer with offices in Arlington, Washington. Ganzarski was the CEO of MagniX, which focuses on building electric propulsion systems for aircraft. He was the executive chairman of Aviation, which is getting ready for test flights of its all-electric Alice airplane. Both ventures are owned by the Singapore-based Claremont Group, and Aviation's Alice aircraft is designed to use MagniX's propulsion system. Ganzarski announced his double departure with a heavy heart last week, in a LinkedIn post that laid out a list of the company's recent achievements, including development deals with BC-based Harbour Air and other companies, as well as a $74.3 million NASA contract to develop an electric demonstrator aircraft. "I have no doubt that the future of aviation is electric," he wrote. "It has to be for the sake of our children and grandchildren. It is no longer a question of if, but only when and who. I leave MagniX and Aviation positioned to continue their leadership in this field." Although Ganzarski didn't mention a departure date, the two companies' websites no longer list him as an executive. "We've reached out to Ganzarski and to MagniX for further details about the transition, and will update this report with anything we hear back." In an emailed statement, Aviation acknowledged Ganzarski's departure and said Dominique Sprague would take his place as executive chairman. Sprague became the Claremont Group's chief of aerospace strategy and business architect in 2020. He's also MagniX's executive chairman and has served as a board member for Aviation. His LinkedIn page suggests that he's based in Sydney, BC. Sprague is a key architect of Aviation's growth strategy and operations, and brings to the executive chairman role extensive aerospace and international business development experience, Aviation said. Last July, Ganzarski said that the first production model of Aviation's 9-passenger, battery-powered Alice aircraft was being assembled and would take on its first test flight by the end of 2021. And in August, Aviation reported that DHL Express had ordered a dozen Alice e-cargo planes for delivery in 2024. The company's plans have shifted since summer. Last month, Aviation unveiled an executive cabin version of the plane, capable of carrying 6 passengers, and said that deliveries would begin in 2026. In the statement emailed today, Aviation said Alice would eventually power regional flights in 3 formats: cargo, commuter, and executive.